What up, folks? It's your boy Versus here, and this is my first impressions of Madden 13, the retail version. And because I am so disappointed with this game, this video is not going to be as in depth as most of my videos when I do reviews or give my thoughts, because most of these situations it doesn't even take words to describe what's happening here. Now, I was kind of up in the air about getting Madden. However, my wife had decided to surprise me today. She stopped by Walmart on her way home and she had Madden. I was slightly surprised. I never had Madden and NCAA at the same time. If anything, I would have NCAA, and depending on how that game is, I would either hang on to it or trade it in for Madden. And that is the normal routine for most people who play these games. And this is my first game, and I have a couple clips that I want to show you, and we can see what happens within them. This first clip, you'll see Murray. I'm controlling the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm sorry, this Infinity engine is a complete disappointment, in my opinion. Notice how Murray falls down just by slightly touching and making contact with the Eagles defender, number 94. All it took was slight contact, and the play is over. My running back is down. This is unbelievable and inexcusable, but we'll keep moving. In the second clip, I decided to show this because we were advertised the physics engine by a demonstration somewhat like this. But the guy who reminds me of Vaughn Miller showed a demonstration of two players jumping up, saying that the player's body and his limbs will no longer go through the opposing player's body and limbs. This is my first game, and I'm controlling Dallas, and you can see Coleman and his forearm go completely through the player's helmet, and then his upper body. Normally, this is something that is a given in Madden, and it's not really the biggest issue, but considering we were advertised gameplay that supposedly eliminated things like this, it's tragic to see that it's still in the game. You can also see that Ogletree's body makes contact with Coleman in the air. He's jumping towards the left of the screen. They bump bodies in the air. His body somewhat ricochets back to the right side of the video, and then, however, shifts back to the left. What this shows is that the animations will overrule the physics, because again, we were advertised a situation something like this where we were told to expect a mid-air collision and all body parts being respected. Again, another disappointment for me. And this third clip brings up something that is probably the biggest issue with the Infinity engine, in my opinion. You'll see Michael Vick, he's tripping over Jenkins, number 21, the guy who fell, and without having his feet beneath him, he's able to maintain his balance, keep his momentum so that he can head upfield for positive yards. This right here is the biggest slap in the face to all of us who have expected the Infinity engine to help produce simulation gameplay. A huge slap in the face. Once you show that the AI will still overrule the physics, the integrity of the entire engine is corrupt. If the AI system can overrule physics to create the illusion that they're tougher, they'll gain more yards than on rookie and pro. This is on all pro, by the way. Once they breach the integrity of maintaining the physics, I'm done. And it appears to me that Skynet is still up to their old tricks. This next clip again, this is the same game. I only played one half, and I couldn't finish the second half due to the fact of how the Infinity engine was marketed to us. I couldn't finish the second half. You'll see Michael Vick is tripping again here, and all of physics says that Michael Vick should be falling here. The AI system says something completely different. and they begin to suspend his body in midair. Michael Vick is hanging in midair, people. This is bad. This is not a good look. EA, I've said it before with the demo, you need a cover up here. And I apologize for the clip skipping. Just like my audio, this will be my last video until I get this situated. So just hang in there. This is bad, folks. This is very, very bad. Again, the integrity, once it has been breached, there is no limit to what the AI will do. To me, this is worse than motion shifting. This is worse than most of the problems we had encountered. This is worse than ProTac of us being subjected to suction animations. This is defying physics, and again, physics was the main selling point with this game. How is it possible that Michael Vick can be suspended in midair like this when he does not have his feet beneath him? It's like his knee was held up by some invisible platform so he can regain his balance and keep the ball moving forward. Absolutely unacceptable here. In this clip, we're going to see Michael Vick. I believe it's Jeremy Maclin who makes this catch. We're going to talk about the AI system and read and react. This is why I say NCAA is better and has been better than Madden. It's because their team has a way of tuning their AI system a lot better than Madden. And most people don't understand when I say why NCAA is a decent game and Madden is a terrible game in the same year. Most believe that the games are completely the same when they are not. We rarely see the AI make mistakes like these where players are running into each other like this. And I usually try to contain my emotions when I do videos like these. I am completely, utterly disappointed with this Infinity engine. I'm sorry if everyone else is impressed with it. To me, the players are just falling with style, which conceals the S-curve illusion. Here's where Macklin is tripping on Deshaun Jackson's leg. All physics says that this player should be falling. And again, look at his left leg. His left knee is suspended in midair. The AI is overruling physics. What's the point of having an infinity engine that does not maintain physics the way that it should be? What's the point? Why is it that these players are able to do this? This is breaching the integrity of what the Infinity Engine is supposed to be maintaining. If the AI can pick and choose when to maintain the physics, then the Infinity Engine is no different than any other element that EA uses to sell their game. The AI still overrules it, showing that the game is still scripted and that these plays are not being determined by the actions on the field. How disappointing is that? Here is probably the worst defensive play I have ever broken down, ever, out of any football game um, within the past, 3.5, 4 years. I've been on YouTube, on this channel, and on my old channel. The worst defensive play I have ever seen. You'll see Michael Vick scrambles, then he gets tackled. When this play happened, I'm controlling DeMarcus Ware the entire time, and I was wondering how was it that Michael Vick had so much room and so much free space. I quickly went to the replay, and look at this. Look at what my defensive back is doing. Number 39 runs completely out of bounds here. This is a cover 2 defense, by the way. He runs completely out of bounds. On the opposite side, my opposite defensive back, he mirrors what the other defensive back had done and runs straight out of bounds. Again, disappointing. This is a perfect example of how bad the Madden team tunes their AI system. I don't care if it's a new team. I don't care if they changed the building they used to make their game in. I don't care if their location had changed. I don't care if the price of the game had changed. I don't care. It's the same conception here, the same nonsense. The middle of the field was wide open. And with Backbreaker, most of the stuff, most of the nonsense, when it happened after the play, it never really was that big of a deal because it was after the play. I mean, it was goofy nonsense, and most made fun of it along with myself. I've made fun of this game, about the nonsense after the play, but this is during the play. Michael Vick is gaining yards here, and in fact, he gets the first down. Again, leading me to believe that the AI system is still up to their old tricks and that these players with this Infinity engine, they're just falling with style. And because the tackling looks a bit more realistic, it conceals the fact that the AI system is still in control and that they will overrule physics, they will overrule logic, just to portray the same image that they had been doing the last couple years. And here you'll see that I was controlling DeMarcus Ware the entire play. I couldn't script that. That's what happened. And it's a tragedy. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that it seems like this is the same situation occurring again that happened when Backbreaker was released. I was one of the main ones. I was one of the main individuals speaking out against that game when I had called it from the beginning. And I had said that the nonsense was going to be a bigger impact than most people thought. And I'm telling you, this stuff that I'm showing you or that I have shown you, most people are going to find that these issues are going to have a huge impact on the gameplay. It's going to turn out to be a big factor in the gameplay. And here, you'll see that once I recorded the footage, I decided to keep it going because I knew the computer was up to something. I knew that this was not going to end well. Every one of us who plays these games, we can tell when the computer is up to something and they're about to execute something very unrealistic when they're attempting to score. We all know that the computer does this. So once I reviewed this play, didn't look like much, so I decided to keep it going. I wanted to see how they were going to score. And on this final play, I selected Y, gaps all. I only had 2 men in coverage, DeMarcus Ware and the guy that's in front of Deshaun Jackson. Everyone else is rushing the quarterback. Once the ball was hiked, I was wondering, why was it that Michael Vick had so much time in the pocket? I understood why I didn't have many defenders in coverage because I only selected 2, but I was more concerned of why he had so much time in the pocket. As you can see, DeMarcus Ware was pretty much defending 3 Philadelphia Eagles, and on the opposite side, one guy was following Jackson. Everyone else was rushing the quarterback, and look at the linebackers. Once I seen this, it all made sense. Everything that I was wondering about was revealed to me in this play. The AI system dumbed down, I believe it's my linebackers here. Instead of rushing the passer straight down through the gaps, because that's the play that I selected, the AI had them on this detour. And this is so Madden 09. This is how they slowed down our players back in Madden 09 by making sure that they take the longest path possible before they get to the ball carrier. Same nonsense. I know that there are a lot of people that enjoy this game. And if I need to be the only one to say that this Infinity engine is a big disappointment, then I'll be the only one. The integrity matters here. I don't care that the tackles look more realistic. I said the same thing when Backbreaker was released. Backbreaker had some decent tackles. It doesn't matter if the AI system has the power to overrule the physics, again, which is what was advertised to us, which was the main selling point to get us to buy the game. And to have the AI system do something like this where they suspend these players in midair in an effort to keep them moving the ball down the field and keep the drive alive so that they can score a touchdown is a bigger issue than most people think. And it's going to come back to haunt a lot of gamers in the future. I can see that